Across the world, businesses, both big and small, have been equally ravaged by the outbreak. They have borne the brunt. In Portugal, an economy dominated by small-scale enterprises, such businesses are on the brink of complete collapse. A revival from here on seems to be an uphill task. A number of challenges on the way. Consider these figures. According to the National Institute of Statistics, a mere 5% of the large-scale firms employ more than 10 people each, and just under 1 in 5 persons in the Portuguese workforce is self-employed. Portugal has the lowest minimum wage in Western Europe. Understandably, its household savings rate is also one of the lowest among the EU countries. While businesses have started to open up gradually as the restrictions are being eased, patronage remains low.
Desde que abrimos, atendi talvez uns 4 clientes, que abri 4 deste mês de maio, talvez uns 4, mas também estou a meio-dia, fecho a 1h, fecho e vou-me embora. Não é? Agora, talvez, como abriram já mais lojas, restaurantes, isso, vou sondar a ver se realmente dá para estar mais tempo ou não.
The government has allocated a credit line worth 6.2 billion euros for companies in light of the pandemic. This is 3% of Portugal's GDP. In comparison, nations like Italy and Spain have come up with packages amounting to 40% and 80% of their GDPs respectively. Of 6.2 billion, just 1.1 billion reach the applicants' bank accounts so far. The Prime Minister, Antonio Costa, has blamed this delay on the banks taking a long time to assess the applicants' credit worthiness. Data from the Ministry of Labour showing that 83,000 companies have received an average of just 432 euros per worker in the government funds. Experts say firms cannot hold much longer if the liquidity crunch remains. Rent, mortgages, bank loan repayments have been suspended on a temporary basis. The situation, however, remains precarious and businessmen are looking for more relaxations and aid from the government to tackle the crisis.